What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to this Anfield Agenda Wolves preview. This preview has been brought to you with thanks to our friends at Manscaped.com, and I'm absolutely delighted to announce that we have extended our partnership with Manscaped. So we're going to be bashing out Anfield Agenda Manscaped content as well into 2022. You can get yourself 25% off anything at Manscaped.com and free shipping by using our discount code WFM20 at checkout. Christmas is coming. They've got some great deals on the Manscaped site. You don't want to miss out. Get yourself over there. Maybe treat your father, your brother, your husband, your mate, anyone, something nice. On top of the performance package, which we spoke about at length, they've also released two new products. They've got the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. Obviously, I have no need for that. And they also have the body wash as well, which is infused with sea salt and aloe vera. But the most important thing is you can get 20% off and free shipping using our discount code WFM20. I may have said 25% off a minute ago. If I did, that's a mistake. It's 20% off and free shipping using our discount code WFM20. Right, look, let's get stuck into this Wolves preview. I was speaking with Dave as a party from Talking Wolves earlier on today, and we were discussing the game for his channel. And mainly I was asking him about Pedro Neto, because obviously, you know, I like a bit of Pedro Neto, but he's not back yet. He still hasn't returned from that long-term injury. So under Lage, they have certainly been a more attacking Wolves than we've seen recently. And Kiana Hoover, who went to Wolves as well, as you might remember, same time in that Diogo Jota deal, wasn't technically part of the deal, but he hasn't developed quite as much as Wolves fans would have liked, and he hasn't really made many appearances for them. But the danger man is back, Raul Jimenez, their own number 9, their version of C Senor. Raul Jimenez is back. He does have that protective thing on his head, and he will be itching for goals. I think this is going to be a great game on Saturday. I do. I'm going to go through my predicted 11, my score prediction in a moment. But before then, I just want to look at the danger men for a second, perhaps from a Wolves perspective. We know about Adama Traore. I think Adama Traore even splits Liverpool fans, because some people say, Craig, would you have him at Liverpool? And my answer was always no. I don't think he has enough end product. And I think I stand over that, because, look, nobody can deny Adama Traore in full flow. Very difficult to stop. But it's when he gets to the penalty area that it's usually the wrong decision. That usually lets him down. Obviously, Connor Cody at the heart of the Wolves' defence will make sure that they're very compact and difficult to break down. But I'm intrigued by it because, you know, I'm so used to the Nuno Espirito de Santos Wolves that were very compact, didn't really do too much in the opposite end of the pitch, mainly reliant on a cross into Raul Jimenez or something from a set piece. But under the new manager, he certainly got far more attack-minded play in his DNA, and Fabio Silva obviously is starting to show some form maybe for Wolves this season, although probably too early to well, maybe I'm wrong in that actually. Maybe too early to really talk about Silva and will he be a hit or not, because look, Wolves have a tremendous ability to bring through great Portuguese players. Ruben Neves, you'll probably remember, signed for Wolves when they were still a championship club. No Rui Patricio, they've got a new goalkeeper in as well at Wolves. And look, it's going to be an intriguing affair. It's going to be a difficult afternoon at Molineux. But I am projecting Liverpool to win by 2-1, as you can see from the image there. And look, I'm going to take you through the 11 that I think Jurgen Klopp will go with for the game. I'll give you my reasoning as well, and you can tell me in the comment section why you think I'm wrong. So look, let's get straight into it. In goal, obviously Alisson Becker, and I think we'll see a change at centre-back. I said this a few weeks ago that I thought that we'd see a change as well. People thought I was mad, and it actually came into fruition. So I think we're going to see Joel Matip rested for this game, and I think we'll see Kanade come in alongside Virgil van Dijk. You know, again, Joel Matip received, I think, unfair criticism from many Liverpool fans for particularly his first 45 minutes last night. And look, he wasn't at his best in the first 45, but some of the stuff that I've heard about on Twitter in particular, I think it's just shocking. Joel Matip has been, in my opinion, our best centre-back this season, and I don't think that he deserved the grief that he was getting. But I do think he's played a lot of games recently, and I wonder, will he be brought back in, or will he stay with Kanade for the game against AC Milan at the San Siro next week? But for this one, at Wolves, I think we will see Kanade in alongside Van Dijk. In the full-back scenarios, I can't see anything but Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. You know, Trent, he's always safe in that position. Nobody has to worry about displacing Trent. But on the other side, we did have a spell where Kostas Tsimikas was doing really well, and we started to question, was Andy Robertson perhaps on the wane a little bit? He hadn't been playing to his own high standards, but again, against Everton, and the game before, he's back to his brilliant best. I thought he was one of the best players on the park against Everton. Himself, for me, Jordan Henderson, Mohamed Salah, probably the three standout performers in that game, and I don't see anything other than Robbo coming back in at left back here again. Moving into midfield, no change for me. Fabinho in the Houlden role, Thiago Alcantara on the left, and Jordan Brian Henderson, our captain. Fantastic, and what a goal. What a left-footed strike for Hendo against Everton at Goodison to open the scoring. I know people will say, hang on, maybe we'll rest up Thiago, maybe we'll play Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain or James Milner. And again, it's great that we finally have these options. Great to see Naby back training as well, so we should have him back involved very soon. The club are just waiting from the go-ahead for the doctors for Curtis Jones to be able to resume playing again. Obviously, he had that, I think it was a scratched cornea, certainly a freak accident on the training ground. That the club are just being protectful of Curtis Jones, and I think rightly so. So I don't think there's going to be any change in midfield, and if there is to be one, I would suggest, okay, maybe we'll see Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain come in place of Thiago. I can't see anybody displacing Fabinho and Henderson at the minute, so that's the midfield. Look, that's our best midfield right now, isn't it? Fabinho, Thiago and Hendo. Up top, left-hand side, Sadio Mane. Right-hand side, Mohamed Salah. Again, Mane, of all the front three right now, and look, I don't include Bobby, of course, because Bobby's working his way back from injury, but right now, Sadio Mane is probably the one that we as Liverpool fans feel isn't at his best. He had glimpses of it at the start of the season, and I'd like to see him scoring a few more goals. I would. I know he's our second highest goal scorer. I think, I don't know with Diogo Jota's goal, I think he's still our second highest goal scorer. I think he's the Premier League second highest goal scorer maybe as well. I would like more from Sadio, because I hold Sadio Mane in such high regard that I genuinely think he has the ability to be challenging Mohamed Salah with return for goals each season, and it's the only part of his game that I think he can improve on, because I love a lot of what Sadio does in one-on-one situations, and you know how important he is to us when you can see that he's almost inevitably the one player that opposition teams try to wind up and get at and kick and annoy, because he is a very influential footballer, and with that pace of his and the link-up play with Andy Robertson down the left-hand side, there's so much to admire about Sadio, but he's not at his best at the minute. I'm not going to go in on the guy. I love Sadio. I think he will return to his best. I in no way think he's past it. But right now, I think we're firing on all cylinders from an attacking perspective. And if he can just up his game a little bit, just 10-15%, dare I say, would nearly be unstoppable. And look, through the centre, it's got to be Diogo Jota. You know, some people will make it a shout for Takumi Minamino, some people will make a shout for Divock Origi, but how can you deny this man? He's in fine goal scoring form at the minute, and that goal against Everton, I'll be honest, I didn't even think it was a chance when it came to Diogo Jota, but a lovely little roll, lovely little drop of the shoulder, and then that left-footed finish, composed, top of the net as well, past a despairing dive of Jordan Pickford. And in case you didn't know, Liverpool went to Goodison and absolutely trounced Everton by 4-1. Everton fans leaving with 20 minutes gone, sticking their fingers up at Liverpool fans as they walked off into the night outside Goodison. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And I don't think we're going to have as easy an afternoon as we did at Goodison against Wolves, because I think Wolves, quite frankly, will have a bit more fight about them. Wolves are sneaking their way up the league table. I mean, they're certainly in contention for a Europa League spot. Anything above that, I think, is probably unrealistic. But with the league being so compact and tight, if any team around the middle of the table can put together a run of 3 or 4 wins in a row, they probably will have a good shout to be challenging for those European places. The real interesting factor for me, though, is how quickly Liverpool have gone from being 1 point, or was it 2 points, 1 point behind West Ham to now sailing clear of them over the course of the international break to now. It's mad. Like, we went into that international break kind of annoyed a little bit by the fact that we were beaten. I'm beaten fairly, I'm beaten deservedly by West Ham in London, but we wanted a response from the lads, and my God, have we got that since we've come back. 4 goals in 3 consecutive league games. Only one game, I believe, this season where Liverpool haven't scored 2 goals in it, and that was the draw home against Chelsea, which we didn't score 2 because Chelsea defended really well, even down to 10 men. But what excites me the most is the fact that finally, I think Jurgen Klopp is getting to put out his best midfield, and that is Fabinho, Hendo and Thiago, and that excites me. Even though I think there's still more to come from Thiago, I didn't think he was as impressive against Everton as, for example, Jordan Henderson was. I thought Hendo was magnificent. But then again, Thiago does Thiago things. He just makes the game tick along. He just makes me nervous when he picks up an early yellow. You know, I think Klopp did the right thing by bringing him off against Everton. There was no need to keep him on there. Bring on James Milner, see the job out. And I think we're going to beat Wolves by 2-1, maybe even 3-1. But I don't want to be disrespectful to Wolves because Wolves are a good side. So look, that's what I think is going to happen. Let me know below, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section what you think is going to happen. Give me your score prediction as well. And just a heads up, the game of the weekend, we're going to have extra content around it. So we'll most likely be doing our watch along as always. I say most likely, we will 100% be doing the watch along as always, starting from about 2:20 p.m. on Saturday. What we're going to do then is we're going to have our post-match shows we always do here on Anfield Agenda on YouTube, and then we're going to jump over to Twitch for our player rating. So Anfield Agenda launched on Twitch this week. We've had a really good response to the content we've put out over there, and we're going to be doing 20 hours of unique Twitch only content a month. So if you are a Twitch user, make sure you go over and give Anfield Agenda a follow on there. If you're a YouTube user and you only like YouTube, no need to worry. Everything will remain as it is. We're still going to be putting out all the news shows, all the watch-alongs. Everything will still be on YouTube. YouTube is our home. We just go on to Twitch because it's another platform and it's another challenge. And we like challenges. And we think with the team we've got together, we'll give it a bash. So why not? Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leg it. You'll be watching this on Friday, which will be my day off. So James Redmond will be live later on tonight if you're watching this on Friday. He'll be doing a half-hour show from 8:45. I'll be back for the watch-along against Wolves tomorrow. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Shout out to our sponsors again. Don't forget you can get 20% off and free shipping on anything store-wide at manscaped.com using our discount code WFM20, and your balls will thank you. But I will also thank you. So look, have a wonderful one, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to you soon. Up the Reds.